Why did you have to leave, Michael? My one and only Michael. I still think about you after all these months. I still dream about your warm presence, close to me, holding my hands. We felt that we were the perfect couple. In fact, we decided to go for the next step in our lives, parenthood. When I learned that I was pregnant, I remember how happy you were, how happy we were. I was about 6 months pregnant when you surprised me with tickets to see the wonders of New York City and its infinite beauties. Oh, how long I dreamt of going to the Big Apple. I remember screaming in joy when you remembered about my love for everything New York. I remember how you wanted seats in the rear for us because we were more likely to survive a plane crash that way. That thought made me laugh a bit. You were always a superstitious one, you know that? When we boarded the plane, it was rather late at night, and I was already getting sleepy. I remember you told me that I should close my eyes and rest. That was the final time I saw you alive. When I came to, I was getting aware that I was no longer on board a plane, but on solid ground. Then I realized that fires, metallic parts, and bodies were scattered everywhere. There were also survivors around me, looking for loved ones. I let out a horrific cry at the moment. I looked everywhere to find you, and when I did, it was too late. A charcoal-like smell surrounded your body, and nothing resembling a living human being was left. All I saw was a burned corpse. The only way I knew it was you was the ring on your finger. It was the ring that you had custom made when we got married. My memories after that are all a blur. I have difficulty remembering the next couple of months, but my sister Bo told me that I was stuck in the hospital due to my injuries. I was a mental wreck, according to her. Our baby miraculously survived the accident without any serious injury. It's sad that I don't even remember giving birth to her. Our one and only Mary. I only started remembering things again when I was sent back home with Mary and Bo. I find it hard to believe that you left us almost 2 years ago. I still miss you dearly. Mary is a bundle of joy and one of the people that holds me together. I take good care of her, Michael. She hasn't learned to take her first steps, but that's okay with me. No need to rush. I'm just happy that she's happy. Nothing quite beats her adorable nature. Well, maybe yours, Michael. She likes a lot of things, like trains, carrots, Bo, and especially my dolls. I remember the fact you found my doll collection to be a silly thing to have, but Mary likes them a lot. I guess they're not so silly after all, wouldn't you say? Walking is still something I do, even after your passing, Michael. In fact, walking serves as an even bigger purpose now. It helps me put my mind at peace, especially after what happened to you. Oh, and no worries. My sister takes good care of my baby when I'm out walking. I was walking one time and I found this old doll on the side of the trail. I was puzzled because this doll looked really nice, albeit dirty. It needed repairs in some areas, and its face was cracked towards the left side, near the eye. There was a name tag attached to her dress. Anna was her name. I don't know why someone would just dump a doll on this trail. If they didn't like it, why not just throw it in the garbage? Oh no, I would not personally get rid of this. This is easily something Mr. Fisher could easily fix. Remember him, Michael? I brought him Becky one time when you accidentally dropped her on the floor. He's fantastic at repairing dolls, and he did a great job with Becky. Perhaps I should give him a call when I get back home. When I came back home, I saw Billy fooling around in our backyard near the forest area. Yes, that boy is still going around, exploring that forest because he's bored. I told him to get out of there, and he ran away. That little scamp. When I entered the house, Bo saw Anna and I told her where I found her. Bo had a flight to catch and had to leave early. After she left, I placed Anna in my closet and called Mr. Fisher's workshop. A voice machine answered back, and it seemed that he's out for the whole week. What a pity, but I can wait. I don't know why, but I could have sworn I heard a muffled giggle when I hung up the phone. I remember being asleep on my bed when I heard a cutesy girl voice.
I don't like Mary, Mama. I don't like her. Only I belong to you.
I jumped with a start. I hopped out of my bed and looked into my closet. Anna hasn't even moved an inch. She was just a doll, not a living being. I sighed in relief. It was just a bad dream, I told myself. I heard Mary crying, and I went to check on her. Nothing was wrong with her. Just the usual why babies cry at night, I guess. Things got stranger the following night. I had a dream about you, Michael. I remember hearing you outside the bedroom. I got out of bed and saw that you were sitting there, watching the fire at the fireplace. I couldn't believe it. You were alive. I began to cry. I thought that everything that happened to you was just a bad dream. As I began to approach you, you turned around to face me, and I screamed. Staring back at me was not you, but rather an eyeless, burned face. The smell of charcoal lingered in the air. Then, this being giggled. I soon realized that this was Anna. The corpse grinned and said in Anna's voice,
Mama, why do you care more for Mary?
Why? I replied. It's because she's my daughter.
No, you're wrong. I am your daughter. Mary is a fake and needs to be destroyed.
Destroyed? You don't mean...
Of course! I want you to kill her so that we can be at peace.
No! I will never do that!
If you don't do it, Mama, I have no choice but to do it myself.
And then, my nightmare ended. I opened my closet, and this time, I decided I had enough. I picked Anna up and went outside at the backyard. I threw Anna as far into the forest as much as possible. I went back inside and went back to bed. I was so scared, Michael. Scared of Anna. What is she? How could dolls come alive like that? And why is she so evil? Nothing makes sense. Nothing does. A few moments later, I heard Mary crying. I went into her room to see what was the matter, and I gasped. Instead of Mary being in the crib, it was Anna, and she was smiling back at me. and I could hear Mary's crying somewhere in the house. I yelled at her, "Where is Mary?"
Can't tell you that.
She said.
It'll spoil the surprise.
Tell me where she is now or I will fucking kill you!
Why are you angry at me, Mama? Am I not your one and only daughter?
At that point, I snapped. I actually don't remember much of what happened afterwards, but I recall taping Anna's arms and legs together so that she couldn't get away. And I threw that ungrateful bitch into the fireplace. I remember her screaming in agony, but I had no time to waste. I had to find Mary. I could hear her crying somewhere in this place. When I went to look for her in the bathroom, I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. Instead of my beautiful face, I saw a horribly charred corpse looking at me. The corpse giggled, and I blacked out. I woke up at the sound of the doorbell, and I got off the bathroom floor to answer the door. The thought of Mary had not crossed my mind. I thought it was just another bad dream I awoke from. It was Billy at the door, and I saw what he was holding. He was holding Anna in his hand. My eyes grew into the size of saucers, and Billy said,
"Is this yours? I saw you carrying that the other day."
"Where?" I said nervously. "Where did you find this?"
"In the forest at your backyard."
I felt cold inside upon hearing that, and Billy grew worried.
"Are you okay, miss?"
he asked. I simply took Anna off his hands and closed the door shut. Before I could figure things out, I began to smell something. The scent was starting to get bad. It smelled like charcoal. I traced the scent to the fireplace, and I took a good look at it. My heart stopped dead in its tracks. There was something in the fireplace that wasn't there before. Sticking out of the fireplace was an arm. A baby's arm. I knew exactly what was there, but I refused to believe it. Then the reality had set in. I knew exactly what I was looking at. It was the charred remains of a baby. The charred remains of our one and only Mary.